What's up, YouTube? How are we doing? Do we have levels? Can you hear me? We're back. We're throwing on the hat. Hair's a little wet. Just got out of chow. How we doing? Make sure you guys can hear me. Let's give me a Y or a yes in the chat. If you can hear me, please. Let's go. We got the Commanders and the Giants today. Listen, one of the worst Giants seasons. It's shaping up to be one of the worst Giants seasons I've ever seen in my life. That being said, the Commanders, they're still our little sister team in this division. They still are until proven otherwise. Today, they have to go out, come into New Jersey, and beat the Giants. And let's see what happens. Are we good? Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure. JP, anybody in the chat, let's make sure with a Y or a yes or something. The mic situation's been a little shaky. We're officially underway in New Jersey. The Giants are wearing the throwback, so your boy had to bring out the throwback today. Representing, literally, if this guy could come back and play for the Giants tomorrow. Mic is a little loud. Okay, cool. I'll lower it a bit. Should be better. A little bit better. 15 minutes to go. Tyrod Taylor, his second start as a New York Giants starting quarterback. Let's see what he can do today. I like the way he played last week, but he did make, he didn't score a touchdown. We can gas up. We can debate all these things about how good he looked and all that. He couldn't put the ball in the end zone. Buffalo, there was opportunities to score too, obviously. We were at the 1 yard line a bunch. First play from scrimmage, they give us to Barkley. He dances in the backfield and loses two. Nowhere to go with that one. Nothing Saquon could have done. The Giants are just so effing predictable on first down. Good luck to you, Tom. If you guys don't win this game, then you are cursed. Let's be honest. You are cursed if you do not beat this Giants team. They're doing some graphic, trying to make it look like Grand Central Station with all the Giants' offensive line switches. Tyrod all day in the back in the pocket, and he just sails it out of bounds in the direction of Sterling Shepard. Nowhere to go with the football. He stood in the pocket. Good protection there. Good protection. Nowhere to go with the football. So we'll have 3rd and 11 before you can even blink an eye. 14:27 remaining first quarter. Happy Sunday to all you football fans out there. Shout out to you guys popping in the chat today. I really appreciate it. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. I'd love to get to 300 subscribers today, guys. I feel like that's an achievable task. We're only at like 294. We could do better than that. Send it to a friend. Let's get subscribed for every Giants game to share. Maybe we'll do some playoff games. We're going to do the Knicks game this week. Incomplete. Tyrod rolled to his right. Dayron Payne makes a really nice play. He's stride for stride with Tyrod into the flats as he tries to scramble. Tyrod just spikes it at the DB right in front of him. Or was that Dayron Payne who he spiked it at? No, he spikes it at the DB. Good play by the DB. Damn. Got up. Not sure where Tyrod was going with that ball anywhere. It didn't look like anybody was open. But whatever. The Giants will punch right away. Before you can even blink, the Giants are punting. Ooh, what a tackle. Cam Brown with an absolute spear. Sam Howell will take over. Like the quickest 3 and out possibly in the history of football the Giants just achieved. They went backwards a yard, didn't do anything else. Great job by this offense. That's the drive that you draw up. A whole week of preparation against this Commanders defense. That's the drive that Mike Kafka, Brian Daboll, and company got going. So we'll see. Commanders take over on their own 31.5 yard line. Sam Howell in the shotgun. Give us to Brian Robinson, I believe, and he stopped for about a yard gain. Let's think about Brian Robinson Jr. Is he more talented than Saquon? No, but he's going to go forward. Like, his bad runs are going to be better than Saquon's bad runs. That's what Saquon needs to get out of his repertoire. He needs to eventually just start exploding for a yard or two. Sounds crazy, but, like, when you're 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, a yard or two sometimes is a good thing, and especially the way this Giants' offensive line blocks. 2nd and 8. They gave him 2 on the first down carry. Sam Howell in the shotgun. Terry McLaurin has hurt the Giants in the past. He's the guy I'm worried about. Dexter Lawrence gets his hands on Howell, and then Micah McFadden finishes it off. Micah McFadden did not play last week. Was a big miss. Dexter Lawrence blew up that play, though. He absolutely blew up the play. Beats his man, Nick Gates, the former Giant, gets beat by... Nick Gates knows. I mean, I'm sure he's gone up against Dexter Lawrence plenty of times in practice throughout the years. this may not be the day for Nick Gage. Dexter Lawrence looks like he was going for the football there. Michael McFadden rallies behind him and finishes off the play. Good fight from Sam Howell there. Sam Howell is having has the most. He's in David Carr status for most times sacked to start his career. That should have been a false start. They throw it, blow the play dead. There we go. All right, so somehow the Commanders are shaping up to have an even worse drive than the Giants. This could be one of the worst games. Let's be honest, it is probably the worst game on the slate. I haven't really given much of it much of a look. I mean, you definitely understand it though, Steve. Like they wanted to get rid of what they thought was the offensive materials, and they didn't want to completely rebrand it to the point where everyone has to go out and it looks like a completely new franchise. They still have some history. They're an old NFL team. I guess that's the thought behind it. I agree. It does look very generic, but whatever. Who cares? 3rd and 21. Howell has all day to throw. He checks it down to Logan Thomas. Giants rally to the football. Wow, he lowers his shoulder and devastated somebody. Thomas lowered his shoulder but does not get a first. Well short of the first down. Good start from this Giants defensive unit. Looked like Dexter Lawrence kind of saved the drive with that sack, or at least that pressure that QB hit, and then Michael McFadden finished it off. So we have 4th and 7. Commanders will punt. The punt teams are going to be awfully busy in this one, that's for sure. Eric Gray back to return the punt. He puts the ball on the ground. Unbelievable. Stop letting him return punts. Giants recover, but Eric Gray needs to stop returning punt. We haven't had a good punt returner in years. Since R.W. McQuarters. There's a name for you. Muffed. That was embarrassing. That was an embarrassing punt return attempt from Eric Gray. I know the Giants recovered, but it's like Eric Gray's main job on this team is to return punts and kicks. What has he been practicing? He's not like the ball's in the air. I know it's harder than it looks to return punts, NFL punts too, that are hanging in the air for that long. But still, I mean, you got to be able to at least call for a fair catch and catch the ball. It happens. Every other team does it, no problem, every week. The Giants struggle with it every single week. Like, we need to get a punt returner so quickly. Like last week, we need a punt returner. I definitely got to get up the other scores because this game is going to be a snooze fest. The only good thing about this Giants-Commanders game is that both teams are so bad that it feels like a turnover or a defensive touchdown can happen at any moment. The Ravens have scored first. That's the game to watch, right? If you're a neutral, Ravens-Lions. Lamar Jackson rushing touchdown there. Zay Flowers had a big catch, 46-yard reception. Patriots go up on the Bills early, and they have the football. It's 3-0 Patriots. The Browns are up on the Indianapolis Colts 7-0. Big run from Jerome Ford. And that's all the scoring so far. Very early in the slate, obviously, but we do have a couple of touchdowns on the board. Lamar Jackson and Jerome Ford. How's everybody doing out there tonight? How's everybody's weekend been? Sunday sneaks up on you, man. Sunday gets here very quickly. Plenty of LT jerseys in the crowd today. Love to see that. Your boy brought his out today as well. The hoodie, it's short sleeve hoodie season, ladies and gentlemen, in New York City. During the day, it's 70. At night, it's like 50. All right, Tyrod will take over on the New York Giant 11-yard line. So deep in their own territory here. Let's see if they can at least get some yardage, right? That would be cool. Tyrod hits Sterling Shepard, who I've seen on the field a few times already start this game, more than you would usually see Sterling Shepard so far this season. They throw the quick little out route to Shepard for 3 yards. Hey, whatever. If the run game on first down is going to be this ineffective, you have to start at least getting the quick passing game and opening up that run later in the game. We saw last week Saquon had some success on one big drive last week later in the game after they started throwing the ball a little bit more. They come out and they're just like, every week, we're going to set up Saquon. We're going to set up Saquon. We're going to set up Saquon. You don't think the other defensive coordinator is ready to stop Saquon? Why don't you come out throwing the football, Mike Kafka? Come out throwing the ball down the field. Who cares? This team is 1-5. This is one of the worst teams in the NFL, if not the worst. Let's be honest. In terms of talent, this is looking like one of the worst teams in the NFL. 3rd and 6. Before you can blink, the Giants are in a third down scenario. Before you can blink. Wan'Dale Robinson goes in motion to the left. 3rd and 6. Tyrod in the shotgun, takes the snap, heaves one downfield, looking for Jalen Hyatt. He completes it. Jalen Hyatt, that's why we have him. Just throw it to him every single time. He beats his man every single time down the field. I've seen him. On a go route, he's just beating his guy. In man coverage, he's beating his guy. He does that right here. Beautiful throw from Tyrod. Beautiful throw. I mean, if he leads him a little bit more, that might be a touchdown. But we're about near midfield. Big play, biggest play of the game so far. That connection to Hyatt. Now the handoff to Barkley. He goes up the middle for about 10 yards. It'll be close. They'll see where they spot it. Could be a first down. And finally some life for this Giants offense. Great throw from Tyrod to Hyatt. That is what we want to see out of this team. And then they follow that up right after the big throw down the field. After you've established that, now you hit Saquon for 9 yards. They say 2nd and 1. They mark him short. Tough spot. I thought it was a first. Saquon will pick it up and then some on the next play. Cuts to the outside, gets to the right, gets knocked out of bounds. That did not look good. I hope he gets up right. He does. He got hit pretty late in his ankle area. And, of course, he's going to ask to come out of the game now. I don't think it's an injury, but it definitely didn't look great. That was a good-looking run, though. He gets to the right. Jalen Hyatt seals him with a block. Good block from Hyatt on the outside. So there we go. Jalen Hyatt, Sterling Shepard. Oh, that could be another ankle for Barkley. It looked like it could have been another ankle, dude. Four rushes for 21. He's getting loose on this drive, and then, of course, he has to come out with an ankle injury. The story of Saquon Barkley's life. The Commanders have a linebacker banged up as well. We'll see what that is. Cody Barton, the fifth-year linebacker out of the University of Utah, is banged up on the play. Barkley, I don't know how that wasn't. I guess he was in bounds when he got hit, and then he just started sliding, but it didn't look good on his ankle. I saw it in real time. That's why you watch the MHT play-by-play, because he sees things in real time. The give is to Matt Breida right up the middle. Good run from Breida. Gets 7 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 3. This is a good-looking drive here from the Giants. By the way, the Indianapolis Colts have equalized. Gardner Minshew getting something going for the Colts against the Browns. What's everybody eating today? Because I got to be honest with you, I'm pretty hungry right now. I'm going to eat after the game because your boy's a professional and he does not eat on camera. But what is everybody eating today? I need some inspiration. Order in. You're making food. What are you doing? 3rd down. 2 yards to gain here. We got it. This is 4-down territory. They're inside the 25 of the Commanders. Looking for Hyatt. He dropped it. Oh, that would have been the best catch of his career easily. He had Hyatt in man coverage. Hyatt tried to get one arm out there. He almost makes the grab. Oh. I mean, the DB's holding him the whole way. Almost from Jalen Hyatt, but I like what I'm seeing, man. Jalen Hyatt, man coverage, running straight down the field. See, this is what I don't like. I don't need to see the field goal unit yet. I guess take your points, but the offense is in a rhythm. We cannot, when your team sucks, and Gano missed it. He misses a 42-yarder. It's got to be windy as all hell out there. Ball moved off his foot like crazy. But there we go. We came away with 0 points. The best player of the team can't make kicks now. This is why you go for it. I first guessed it. Your offense has some rhythm going. And Brian Daboll decides to stop it dead in its tracks by kicking a field goal. And now who knows if they'll be able to get that rhythm going the next time they get the ball. They don't have any points to show for it. So at least we saw Jalen Hyatt catch a pass. He's getting open in man coverage. That's nice. Almost had a touchdown right there. It was definitely a tough grab. That drop from Hyatt was a tough grab. The fact that he even almost made it a catch shows you something there. Make sure you are liked and subscribed to the channel, guys. I cannot emphasize that enough. I want to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the day. That's not a huge ask. Six people. Create a Gmail account for me. I don't care. Do whatever you got to do. Let's get over the hump. Definitely want to see more Jalen Hyatt today. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I got to blow my nose, and I don't want to make you guys hear that. All right, we're back. Thank you for holding up there for me, guys. Your boy is stuffed up on this morning. Every day when I wake up, probably should tell my doctor, not my live stream. But you know what? If anybody's a doctor in the live stream, save me a trip. Having a little bit of a runny nose situation. All right, so the Giants come away with no points. I thought they should have went for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking the field goal. Now we know that field goals are going to be tough to come by because that kick, I don't know if that was just a shank job from Graham Gano. I'm not a kicking expert. I've watched many kicks go in the air before. I've never seen one just move like that. So there has to be some wind out there. I'm not listening to the game. Let me know. Oh, the flags are not moving. They're showing though these flags. These flags are barely moving. So maybe Graham Gano just shanked the kick, which we don't like to see. The best player on the team not setting the tone. 1st and 10 for Sam Howell. They'll take over on their own 32. Missed opportunity for the G-men. Howell gets rid of it quickly. Incomplete. Inaccurate throw. Just a bad throw. You got to make that throw if you're Sam Howell. Just absolutely have to. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. Washington has not been good this year offensively. Obviously, Sam Howell's first year starting. You do not expect them to be world beaters, but he looked okay. He looks okay in some games. He looks horrible in others. The run game really hasn't gotten going for them the way they would like to. That's for sure. They pick up 3 or 4 on 2nd and 10, so it'll be 3rd and 6, something like that. There's gonna be a lot of 3rd downs in this game. Both teams do not stay ahead, do not create a lot of explosive plays. Although we do have a couple from the G-men so far. New England is up 10-0 on the Buffalo Bills. That is interesting. Ezekiel Elliott scored. 3rd and 6 for Sam Howell. Drops back to pass. Almost throws a pick to Trey Hawkins. Incomplete. Sam Howell looks horrible right now. Let's be honest. Does not look comfortable whatsoever. Tom, are you nervous yet? My man Tom Kelly, I need to let me know. I know you were nervous probably when you woke up thinking like, damn, we're going to lose to the Giants again, aren't we? Even though they suck. But now you have to start actually thinking it because your offense looks horrible through 2 drives. Defense got gashed a little bit on that last drive as well, so nothing to be really concerned about because the Giants can't score. Eric Gray back out there to return another punt, and he just calls a fair catch this time. Thanks, Eric. Just do that the rest of the season. Nothing else. You're never bringing one back. You have no speed to outrun an entire special teams unit. So sorry, guys. I think I'm having like a nosebleed situation, but we'll be all right. Just a flesh wound. Let's look around the league. Chicago Bears are on the board. Deontay Foreman running one in for them. The Atlanta Falcons are on the board. Desmond Ridder rushing touchdown. And yeah, that's about it. New England. See who scored for Indianapolis. I saw it was a passing touchdown. Yeah, Josh Downs with a touchdown. 59-yarder for the Colts. He had a 59-yard reception. I'm not sure if he brought it all the way in. Could have scored on a different play. Jerome Ford with a 69-yard touchdown run for the Browns. Giants offense, I just keep throwing it to Jalen Hyatt. I like what I see. He's beating his man down the field. I don't know how much longer the Commanders are going to stick with that. Jalen Hyatt, 33-yard reception. He's been targeted twice already. Love to see it. Matt Breida has 2 carries for 8 yards. Saquon has 4 carries for 21. We'll see what Saquon, how he looks on this drive here, because it did not look good. He looked like he might have irritated that ankle injury again. I'm not sure if it was his good ankle or his bad ankle. Does he even have any good ankles left? That's another question. Anyway, 7:25 remaining in the first quarter. Both teams have punted once. Well, the Giants have punted once and missed a field goal, and the Commanders have punted twice. So, handoff is to Saquon. He's back out there. He picks up 5 on first down. Looks like he's okay. Love to see that. Definitely changes the dynamic of this offense. At least your running back has a chance of breaking a big run when Saquon's in the game. Matt Breida and these other running backs, Eric Gray, they're just not going to have as many explosive opportunities as Barkley, obviously. Tyrod in the shotgun just dumps it off to Barkley. Can Barkley make a man miss? Lowers his shoulder, gets about 2 or 3. You love to see that from Saquon. He had nowhere to go. Instead of just dancing back there and losing yardage, let's just lower our shoulder, power through somebody for a couple extra yards, get close to that line, that yard to gain. Here we go. 3rd and 3, big conversion opportunity. Tyrod looking, steps up in the pocket. Going to get to the outside. Does not get the first down. They throw the flag late. Oh, wow, we're going to get bailed out because they had to dive on the quarterback. Just a dumb play. They better not pick up that flag. Cameron Curl. Unnecessary. Former Giant David Mayo makes the tackle. He's down and gets leveled in the back of the head. Throw the flag. They pick up the flag. Of course they do. It's unbelievable. The Giants can't even get that type of call to go on their way. I mean, it would have been soft. I get it. But you threw the flag. Call it. I've seen worse called. And we have another punt. This will be torture today, guys. Thank you for joining me. We'll try to talk about some other football games. We'll try to talk about some other action. Ooh, punt in the air. Giants whiff on the initial rush. Darnay Holmes can't make the tackle, but they wrap him up. Dane Belton makes a play in special teams. So punt coverage has been all right. I think that's the best thing we can say about the Giants so far is that the punt coverage has been okay. Not good. Just horrible offensive football so far. What are you going to do about it? It's Giants Commanders. It's always going to go. It was always going to be this way. What's the deal with OBJ? Is he ever going to be back like good? Is Odell Beckham cooked? Put in the chat if you think OBJ is cooked. Yes or no? Yes for cooked. No for not cooked. Really weird seeing Giants Commanders on CBS also. Since when are they not on Fox? Let's be real. Just waiting for something fun to happen in this game. This might be 0-0 until the fourth. We might have a 0-0 tie today, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe how badly Graham Gano shanked that kick, too. That was just such a shank. Tyrod has started 3 of 6 for 38 yards. Sam Howell has started 1 of 3 for 15 yards. Sam Howell has been sacked once. Not much in the running game for the Commanders. So definitely the Giants do, they have moved the ball better through 10 minutes of football so far. But we'll see. See if that can hold up. Feel like Terry McLaurin is the guy to worry about. And Logan Thomas. Sam Howell in the shotgun. They motion Jahan Dotson to the left. Howell steps up. Just a quick hitter to the right. Curtis Samuel on the catch. The New York native. Brooklynite. Shockey, that's kind of rare. As a New York City guy, it's kind of rare to have like a legit good player in the NFL from New York City. Especially skill position. I feel like that never happens. Sam Howell in the shotgun. Hands it off to Brian Robinson Jr., just a little zone read. He pushes the pile. He keeps pushing the legs. Gets about 5 or 6. Second down coming up. They did pick up a first on that throw to Curtis Samuel in the flats. A lot of single-digit receivers on the Commanders. It's hard for your boy to memorize them off the top of my head. I know isn't Scary Terry like one or something or 3? I don't know. You got De'Ami Brown, Jahan Dotson, Brian Robinson running around out there. Sam Howell, oh my God, did he just throw a duck up in the air and hope it didn't get picked? And it didn't. Cordell Flott was the nearest Giant DB in the area. But Sam Howell saw the blitz and just got rid of it as soon as he could. He had a free rusher. Jihad Ward was coming downhill off the edge. no one touched Jihad Ward, and Sam Howell just got rid of it, literally just flung it in the air. Third and 4 for the Commanders here in Giants territory. First time all day they've been there. Howell drops back, gets pressure, and he's sacked. Leonard Williams gets a sack. Oh boy, this Commanders offensive line might be the one that gets this defense going, because wow, Howell is getting serious pressure. They showed the numbers earlier. Only Derek Carr has been sacked more through the first 6 starts of his career. So Sam Howell is on a Daniel Jones sack trajectory right now. You just have Leonard Williams running downhill at you with nowhere to go with the football. No, of course. For me, it's impossible to. I don't care what numbers they wear, but it's hard to identify which player is which, Kel, when they're all wearing a single digit. Because sometimes it doesn't just pop off the back of their jersey. Like a 3 and an 8 kind of looks similar, you know? I gotta wait for that. Go football. Let's go. Team says go football. All right. Can you imagine how would we be as a society in America if the NFL did not exist on Sundays throughout this? Like, what would we be doing with our lives? Everyone would be like, "Oh, we're gonna go apple pick." Like, let's be honest. You guys really going apple picking for more than a couple hours? You're all just taking pictures, putting it online, and acting like you love picking apples. You're probably still buying them from the grocery store. Everyone always goes to that apple picking line, like, "Oh, it's a good weekend to go apple picking. Not a lot of football on." All right, how's about no weekend is a good weekend to go apple picking? It's 2023. Other people are picking. That's what the grocery store literally does. Oh, but Mike, they're ripe. You don't know what you're talking about. You go to the orchard and they're so fresh. Okay, great. You guys are making fresh apple pies, right? Send me a picture of the fresh apple pie you make after you pick the apples. That's what I want to see. Oh, yeah. Spider-Man 2, I got to get that. But the thing is, when I get that, I'm going to have to clear out my schedule because that game is going to take a lot of time. Yeah, Cal. You just reminded me. That game looks awesome. The first game was amazing. Yellowstone tonight. I just started watching that show. No spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers. Very good show so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm not a cowboy type of guy. Obviously, Giants fan. No pun intended. But whew. All right. I think I finally, got a little energy in my bones here. The first quarter has given me no reason to do so, but that Leonard Williams sack. This defense is playing well. Maybe we have a chance today. At home against the Commies. They're showing some Matt Ryan flag football highlight. Matt Ryan and Tiki Barber, no offense, both very good NFL players. They're so boring. Tiki, it was a great Giant, legendary Giant. He's fine on the play-by-play or whatever the color commentary, but his sports takes are just so generically boring sometimes. That's why you're here instead of listening to Tiki Barber podcasts. Saquon Barkley gets a carry on first down, gets about 3 or 4. Ron Rivera is going to get fired after this loss. If they lose to the Giants this week, I wouldn't be surprised if Ron Rivera's seat got super warm, to the point where next week against the Giants again in Washington, the schedule makers are a joke. The Giants and Commanders are basically the same level of competition. They're playing each other back-to-back weeks. So dumb. Tyrod gets rid of it quickly. Wan'Dale Robinson puts his foot in the ground, makes a couple people miss. There goes Wan'Dale. His best play. That was his best play as a Giant, easily. Been waiting for him to make some plays after the catch. And finally, he puts his foot in the ground, cuts, and gets upfield for a next 20, 30-yard gain there. Wan'Dale Robinson makes 2 players miss right there. That was a real nice turn. Really sharp, and then a nasty cut to get upfield. Let's go. Tyrod Taylor, the more he plays, guys, the more I'm starting to think otherwise about Danny. And Danny, I still think Tyrod hits Darius Slayton over the middle. Darius Slayton gets out of bounds. We're moving the football. We look like an offense. What's going on here? Is Tyrod better than Daniel Jones? I don't know. What's going on? He's comfortable in the pocket. He's throwing good balls. Like, what's going on here? He's hitting guys in stride. Darius Slayton right over the middle of the field, and then nobody can catch up with him. He gets to the edge and gets out of bounds. Let's go. Loving the throwback look today at MetLife. They got the Giants helmet in midfield. I'm happy that I'm aligned and I was ready to wear the LT jersey at least. Tyrod has to step up. Gets to his left, looks downfield, floats it to Darren Waller for a completion. This improvisation from Tyrod Taylor has been remarkable. This is stuff that Daniel Jones simply does not do, guys. And I got to be honest, I got to start waking up a little bit. If we're going to have to play improv football with this bad of an offensive line and these bad tackles, wow, Gardner Minshew just had the craziest touchdown dance ever for him. Hysterical. Love it. Gardner Minshew's a boss. Love Gardner Minshew. Him and Tyrod Taylor might be the 2 best backup quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Tyrod Taylor in the shotgun. Yeah, next week should be good. We'll see how the Jet fans. I got to be honest, Jet fans, you guys should be favored in the game. Don't get me wrong. Tyrod Taylor on a QB keeper gets about 20 yards. He almost brings it into the end zone. Let's go, Tyrod. The Jets should be favored, no doubt, in that game. But it kind of, just like the Commanders are favored today, it feels like that to me. It feels like a little bit like a little brother game, like a Subway, like when the Mets are supposed to beat the Yankees in a Subway Series and you just know it's not going to go that way. That's how I feel a little bit about next week. But if the Jets lose to the Giants next week, they'll be devastated. Don't get me wrong. Tyrod's going to go down here. He's going to get sacked. First and goal, and he gets sacked by Montez Sweat. Do not settle for field goals. Score a touchdown. It's been so damn long since this team has scored an offensive touchdown. That's all I care about. Like, all I need to see is my team score a touchdown here and then. That's it. That's literally it. I'm not saying you got to win the Super Bowl every year. That's unrealistic. Steve, let's relax on the Jets. You guys are way over your skis now. The Commanders are 3-3. What are you? What are the Jets? Please explain to me what the Jets' record is. Oh, but we have no. You're not watching the Commanders, just like they're not watching the Jets. The Jets are 3-3. All right, Steve, let's relax. 3 weeks ago, Zach Wilson was not even an NFL quarterback in the eyes of 99% of Jet fans. It's definitely not laughable to say the Commanders and Jets are in the same stratosphere. The Commanders' D-line is better than the Jets' D-line. There you go. I just said it. Jets have a better secondary. Garrett Wilson might as well be like rookie Terry McLaurin at this point. Like, there's comparables there. There's comparables there. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, please. We're trying to hit 300 today. Let's get to 300 by end of the day. I'm just sitting around in the 290s for too long. It's enough already. All right, obviously your boys got to make some more videos. We're back on Wednesday night, by the way. I'm 100% streaming Knicks Celtics. First game of the season. We'll be streaming that game. Make sure you're here. Basketball is back. Obviously, we're going to have to pivot. If the Giants are going to be this bad, we're going to have to pivot on the channel. We're going to be covering the New York Knicks. And it's risky business when you put all your eggs in the Knicks basket as well. I know this all too well. But the Knicks should be solid this year. I don't see them falling off a cliff like this Giants team. At the very least, they'll be solid. So who did the Jets beat, Steve? One of those was the Broncos, right? You beat the Bills in week 1. Congratulations. And you beat the Eagles last week. Big win. Awesome. You lost to the Patriots, who suck. You lost to the Cowboys. Fine. You lost to the Chiefs. Fine. I'm just saying, like, my point is they're comparable. Let's not acting. The Jets should not be considered like a tier above the Commanders. They're both 3-3 football teams. They both don't have good quarterbacks. Let's just take a chill pill. That's all my point. Jet fans, breathe for a second. I'm not a Jets hater, but I need you guys to breathe. The reason you guys fumble the bag all the time is because you don't know how to breathe. You start jumping off a cliff the minute you have a good win. Saquon up the middle, gets about 5 or 6 on 2nd and goal. So it'll be 3rd and goal with about 5 yards to gain for the touchdown. I am genuinely happy for that win. Obviously, as a Giant fan, I love to see the Eagles lose. Jets, great win last week. But let's relax. Tyrod on 3rd and goal in the shotgun. Rolls to his left. This is going to come back for a hold no matter what. So it doesn't even matter what he does. He just runs out of bounds, gets about 2 yards. Is there going to be a defensive hold or an offensive hold? So bad. Yep. Kelly, that's how the Bing Bong was started. Yeah, I get it. You guys are good. You guys have some things to enjoy as a team, as a Jet fan. But let's not start saying like, "Oh, well, we're better than the Commanders." Like, so much better. If you played the Commanders today, like, I'm not positive who would win. Like, it's not a lock. So just let's not talk like that. That's my only point. As a Jet fan, let's not be like, "Oh, we're so much better than the Commanders." Yeah, I know you know that, but you just said like, "Oh, we're so much better than the Commanders." Are you really? Are you really? Is my question. I don't think that's demonstratively a fact. If you had Rodgers, yes. Tyrod to Darren Waller for a touchdown. The first touchdown of Darren Waller's Giants career. Let's go. And I have Waller in fantasy. Let's go. Tyrod. After a holding call, the Commanders take the yardage. They took the yardage, and Tyrod, what a bad decision. How do you not make the Giants kick a field goal there? Maybe they go for it on 4th and 2, but who knows? Now the Giants have a 3rd down opportunity. He just throws it right into the seam to Darren Waller, big target, makes the catch, and then hits a dance. Let's go. If Graham Gano can hit this extra point, we'll be set. Let's see if Graham Gano is screwed today because that was such a bad kick, his first kick. Looks like he course corrected. He makes the extra point. Slightly, yeah, but that's fine. But it's like my point. You know what my point is at this point. It's like they're not that far ahead, and you're as a Jet fan. There's not many teams where I would feel comfortable at this point. Just flat out saying we're better than. You know what I mean? Like you lost to the Patriots with Mac Jones playing. Like let's think about that. You can't start like going crazy. You have the Bills and the Dolphins in their division. You can't beat the Patriots ever. These are just things. Yeah, like the Kelly. That's such a bad decision from the Commanders. They declined the holding penalty. Like they accepted the holding penalty and moved the Giants back, and then the Giants scored a touchdown on 3rd and goal with 15 yards to go. Darren Waller's first touchdown as a Giant. His wife just coming off that WNBA championship. Tyrod looks really good, man. I got to be honest. Tyrod looks really good. As Daniel Jones' #1 supporter, it's starting to look bleak for my guy. At least he's well paid. At least he's well paid. He'll be fine. I can't get too upset. Heck of a throw. Back shoulder. Tyrod hits Waller in the seam. Commanders will take over. 14-11 remaining in the second quarter. Of course, they show Kelsey Plum. Dude, Darren Waller, Kelsey Plum is like the absolute like bizarro version of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, because the minute they mention Darren Waller, they bring up Kelsey Plum. I don't think that's the case in the WNBA, which is cool. Kelsey Plum is a two-time champion. Darren Waller just caught his first touchdown on one of the worst teams in the NFL. They are not in the same league at this point. Sam Howell, shotgun. Dude, Sam Howell is not going to make it through today. Tom Kelly, where are you at, my guy? I'm not trying to drag your team. There's a flag on the play. Terry McLaurin and Deontay Banks having a little back and forth. They threw a flag. It looks like it's going to be on Banks. No pass interference because Sam Howell just threw a duck 20 feet out of bounds anyway, so there's no way that was going to be caught. 14:06 remaining. Second down now. Deontay Banks was holding Scary Terry, but Sam Howell just put it in a different universe, and it was uncatchable. 2nd and 10. Like what I've seen from Deontay Banks so far as a rookie, has not been burned that many times. Brian Robinson Jr. puts his foot in the ground, gets about 2 or 3. Bobby Okereke and company will stop him there. Looks like the Ravens are messing up the Lions. Wow, 21 zip for Baltimore in the second quarter. Baltimore's a wagon right now. And they were going to not pay Lamar Jackson, too. What a shame. 3rd and 7 for the Commanders. They obviously need to get something going here, because it looks like the Giants' offense is doing whatever they want. And that's not good. The Commanders are supposed to have at least, a fighting defense. Giants send pressure. Sam Howell goes down. Jason Pinnock gets the sack off the edge. They send the blitz. Wink Martindale loves to blitz on 3rd down. Commanders not ready for it. And Wink is pumped up. Finally, they get home on the pressure. Let's go. Jason Pinnock off the edge, untouched. Howell has no choice but to surrender. And it's getting ugly for Sam Howell right now. There is no way that Sam Howell... She's solid. She's a role player, like shooter. The thing about her is that, yeah, exactly. She's kind of like let's say, who's like a Warriors role player that, like an Iguodala type, maybe. Give me Iguodala. The Max Kellerman Iguodala line is still one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Sometimes when I'm down, when I'm down on myself, when I'm sad, when I'm just feeling a little bit glum, I'll just think about, give me Iguodala. Yeah, we got the NBA back this week. That is really something we needed. We needed some day-to-day action, and we're going to get it. The New York Knicks, I'm thinking about doing a preview of the season just to get my predictions out there, so they're on wax, as they say, so they're on record, so you guys can go back and look at. Yes, I could. Exactly. So could you, Kelly. Doesn't mean we're better. Just means that, it's possible. Let's make sure we're subscribed. If you're just popping in for a second, subscribe to the channel. It only takes 1 second. It's very free to you. You can put me on mute for the rest of your life. We're on the road to 300. Like King Leonidas, we're on the road to 300. Around the NFL right now, the Colts are up 14-7. The Patriots are up 10-3 on the Bills. The Ravens are blowing out the Lions 21-zip. And the Bears are up 7-zip on the Las Vegas Raiders. Bajent, the backup quarterback, getting things done for the Bears. And the Bucs and the Falcons are tied 7-7. Mike Evans is inevitable, dude. Mike Evans is one of the best receivers in the NFL still. I kind of hope he goes to another team. New net slogan for this year is "Embrace the mid." Yeah, just the Nets season is really just like maybe we can be frisky, maybe we can, you'll win a couple of tough games for sure. The way the NBA works, I think the Nets have a bunch of solid NBA players. They just really don't have anyone that scares you. Even Mikal Bridges really doesn't scare me. I'm sorry, he's a good player, but he doesn't put that fear in me when I turn the game on, where it's like this guy's gonna cook me. Gonna play well, but he's not gonna like destroy your team most of the time. Just how I feel. Curtis Samuel going back to the locker room. Of course, the New Yorker gets hurt on his one play. 7 of 10 for 110 yards for Tyrod. He's been excellent. Gets rid of it quickly. Throws it. Who's that? Isaiah Hodgins, who we barely heard this guy's name this year. I don't know why. Like, Isaiah Hodgins shouldn't be a Giant next year, let's be honest. Ben Simmons. I'm just so done with people acting like he's going to ever turn it around. You're an NBA player who's afraid to shoot the basketball. That's just. Could there be a bigger warning sign? Could there be a bigger red flag? Like, literally mentally shocked to shoot the ball. The Nets have no pressure and they may play well together, but the East is kind of stacked now. Like, the Bucks and the Celtics are going to finish 1-2 in the East. The Heat are always around. The Knicks are solid. I think the Knicks have a better roster than the Nets. Who knows if they'll perform that way? Tyrod looking for Jalen Hyatt, incomplete. Safety got over there in time. There was really no window to throw that ball. Just tried to give Hyatt a shot, which I respect, but nowhere really to go with that. The thing that scares me about the Nets is that last year when they made those, obviously got rid of KD and Kyrie, they were not good. The only reason they made the playoffs last year is pretty much because of the start they had when they had KD and Kyrie. So it's like, how excited can you get? They really weren't that good last year. They got swept obviously by Philly, who didn't even win the Eastern Conference. So if we get let's do this. If I can get over 310 subs, send the word. I'm gonna try to do an NBA preview at some point. Did they though, Steve? Did they? Look it up. Look it up. They got swept in the playoffs. They were like 30 games over 500 when they traded KD and Kyrie or whatever. I know you're like, no, I know for a fact, like, let's look it up. Nets record after. The Nets finished with a 12-15 record after the trade deadline. Okay? So they were 12-15 after they traded for KD. So you tell me what that pace is for a whole season. Maybe they get to 40 wins, maybe. Google Nets record after KD trade. Yahoo answers. Finishing the season with a 12-15 record after the trade deadline and failing to win a game in the playoffs left a bad taste in the mouths of net fans. That's all I'm saying. Let's not bend the truth in this chat, Steve. I see what you're doing, and I'm not allowing it. Dikembeing the bending of the truth. 12-15 is not 500 ball, my guy. 4 or 5 people in the starting line were on the team before February. Yeah, I get it. It was a train wreck last year. I get it. It'll be more stable and it'll be less of a shit show off the court. But at the end of the day, are you going to win as many games as you would with obviously KD and Kyrie? You're not. You're just not. Question about them is going to be like defense. Like, I don't know how well they're going to play defense. Pretty damn close. So if you're 3 games back out of first place, you consider that pretty damn close? That's my question. Because it's really, to me, that's not really that close. 3 games back. All right, enough Nets chatter. Could not care less about them, to be honest with you. Sorry, Steve. You had your run. You had your fun in the sun. You and the other 10 Net fans, you guys had a nice year and a half where you guys got to get excited. Now it's time to go back in your holes. I should not be spending valuable MHT time talking about the Brooklyn Mid-Nets. They really don't have anybody that can give Randall problems. Chris, I'm sorry, they don't. They really don't. Randall is the only person that can give Randall problems. That's my assessment of him. Howell steps up. He's going to run it. On 2nd and 9, he slides for a first down. That might be the only answer for Sam Howell today, is to just start using his legs, because he's been sacked at least 3 times, to my knowledge. And the Giants have not generated a lot of sacks this year. So that just goes to show either Sam Howell isn't seeing anything, or this offensive line for the Commanders. What's up, Jess? How are you? How's it going? Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 300 subscribers today. Sam Howell rolls to his left, throws on the run, a strike, but he's out of bounds. It'll be short of the first. It looks like that's Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson is so skinny, man. Wow. For an NFL receiver. Second and 2. Sam Howell in the shotgun again. Wasn't ready for the snap. He does field it. He throws a bomb. He's wide open. It's picked. Deontay Banks' first pick as a Giant. What a shit throw that was from Sam Howell. He had a receiver wide open. Oh, my God. That was such a bad throw from Sam Howell. He had a receiver wide open, and Deontay Banks just, the ball's underthrown a little bit, and he's able to get underneath it. Big play. Let's go. The first, what's the call here? Let's go. Unnecessary roughness added onto it as well by Andrew Wiley, the offensive lineman. The Commanders, they do not look good right now. The Giants need to put 2 touchdowns on the board and run away with this one. And listen, Giant fans, we're not good, but if we can beat the Commanders 2 weeks in a row, all of a sudden we're 3-5. That's just a floating duck from Sam Howell. Deontay Banks' first interception, and he throws it into the crowd. That's crazy. I think he would want to keep that ball, but I guess not. Tyrod now under center, play action fake, dumps it off, wide open. Darren Waller gets a first down and more. Waller runs out of bounds. 9:27 remaining in the first half. Tyrod and the Giants are under, this is the most under control they've been all season long. Let's call a spade a spade. Even that Cardinals game, second half, it was risky business. They are in control of this football game. Need to add on to it by putting a touchdown up there. Nine of 13 for 131 in the first half for Tyrod. Tyrod steps up, dumps it off Barkley. Barkley gets in the open field. Saquon Barkley, is he going to score a touchdown? He is. A touchdown reception for Saquon Barkley, and the Giants will go up 2 touchdowns. Tyrod and company are cooking. This is the best we've looked all season. Let's go. I'm sorry. Death, taxes, and the Giants will beat the Commanders. It does not matter how good the Commanders are. The Giants will give them hell. And they're doing that today. 13-zip. We'll see if the extra point goes. Tyrod just steps up in the pocket beautifully. Saquon gets to the outside. He just dumps it off to him. And once you have Saquon on the edge with a step, you're not catching him. And that is what we like to see. 14-zip. G-man. 8:56 remaining, second quarter. We adjust the quarter marker, as I never do. Always forget the quarter marker. That started with just a horrible throw from Sam Howell. $8:56 remaining. Giants are up 14-zip. Make sure you guys hit like. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I am going to take a quick BRB because I need to blow my nose again. And I just sound stuff that you could. I know you could hear it, so I'm going to change it. 1 second. All right, we're back. Should be all good. As I say that, almost choke. All right. Take a look around the league. This is the best the Giants have played all season long. No doubt about it. 28-0 Baltimore over Detroit. Mark Andrews, Nelson Aguilar, Gus Edwards, and Lamar Jackson all with touchdowns. The Lions are getting their teeth punched in. Saquon Barkley receiving touchdowns. Nice to see. Barkley and Waller touchdowns for the Giants today. Those are the guys coming into the year you thought were going to carry this offense. So far today, it's been the case. Definitely Barkley's best game of the year. So far, definitely Darren Waller's best game of the year. 3 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown on 3 targets. Jalen Hyatt also had a big catch early in the game. The ball keeps blowing off the stand. Giants are going to have to hold this. It's crazy, man, how windy it gets in MetLife. You would think it's like the windiest place in the entire universe. It's New Jersey. What is the effects? Why is there so much wind? Someone explained it to me. Is it where it's built? Is it like I don't get it. I'm ahead of the CBS feed today. You might be watching on a stream or something. Maybe not. But that's good. Love that. We're doing it today, Jared. We're doing it today. We're finally performing like an NFL team. I'm starting to wonder how the Commanders won 3 games so far this year, though. I really am wondering it. It needs to be in question. Who did the Commanders beat this year? It had to be terrible teams. They beat the Cardinals, the Broncos, and the Falcons. Yep. 3 awful wins for them. maybe, just maybe, we're starting to find something here with Tyrod on the offense. Maybe the defense is starting to play better. I don't know. Sam Howell does not look good at all. That's for sure. There's no way around that. Second and 5 here for Washington after a 5-yard run on first down. Howell in the shotgun, drops back, looking. He's just going to throw to his left. Incomplete. Good coverage on the outside. Is that Nick McLeod? I think it is. Looking for Scary Terry. Gets his hand in there. Terry had a chance, but it was good coverage. Late interruption from Nick McLeod. 3rd and 5. Third and 5. Commanders do not get the snap off. Delay a game or a timeout? Delay of game. They're just so bad, man. I'm starting to feel bad for the Commanders fans. This is a bad team right now. Do not look prepared whatsoever. $8:14 remaining. It'll be 3rd and 10 now after the delay of game. It was 3rd and 5. Deontay Banks being featured a lot now on CBS, showing how he's matching up with Scary Terry on the outside. Howell drops back, steps up, looking like a scared chicken, just throws it out of bounds. He looks horrible, guys. He looks so bad. He's the worst quarterback we've faced this year, not even close. Again, this Giants defense is going to get off the field. They're showing the coverage of Banks on McLaurin. Let's see how he covered him here. Good job from Banks. Now we see Trey Hawkins working on Jahan Dotson. Good coverage. Liking the way these rookie corners are playing today for the G-men, that's for sure. Low snap on the punt. Tressway is able to field it and boom it down the field. Sterling Shepard is back returning punts now for the G-men. Flag on the play. The longest tenured Giant, Sterling Shepard, now back returning punts. Another special teams flag on the Giants, it looks like. They have to lead the league in these this year. The most special teams flag team ever. They're holding a little bit, Cal. They're definitely a little handsy. They're rookies, but they haven't done anything egregious yet. And also, the QB has to at least throw it to get the PI call. That's another thing. Like, you have to try to throw it, jam it in there if you're going to get a PI call. This QB is just airmailing it out of bounds. 4th and 10, 7:55 remaining second quarter. They're going to repunt it, it looks like. Offsetting penalties, illegal formation on the Commanders, holding on the Giants. They're going to repunt it. Here comes the punt. Tressway. Shepard fields this one, and he just gets spun to the ground by David Mayo easily. They'll go to a timeout. 14-0, G-Men. One more touchdown may just end this one. Commanders, Jets, Raiders for the Giants. So listen, you win this week, you have 2 winnable games. Jet fans might be upset, but it's a winnable game. It is. Then you have to go to Dallas. That's always a loss. Then you have the Commanders, Patriots, and Packers and Saints. Those are winnable games. I'm not going to talk myself back into it, but I am going to talk myself back into it. If they win next week against the Jets, I think the Giants are officially have life. And I think Daniel Jones may get held out indefinitely the way Tyrod's playing. 1st and 10, play action fake. Taylor completes it to Darren Waller, who gets out of bounds. Let's go. Big day for Waller and Tyrod. The blocking has been excellent today as well. Tyrod, he does have good mobility back there, and he's very calm. But he's just sitting there smoking a cigar and just throws a lollipop right into Darren Waller's breadbasket for a 1st down. Play action again. Chase Young going to get a sack. A big sack for Chase Young. Just as I said, the blocking was good. Untouched Chase Young sacks Tyrod. Second and 23 now after the big sack. So the Giants have been sacked 3 times. Tyrod has been sacked 3 times. Steps up. Incomplete. Looking for Darius Slayton. No flag on the play. 3rd and 23. St. Just on the coverage. Could have been a flag. I'm not going to complain too much about it. Third and 23. You have to figure the Giants play it pretty conservatively here. Not expecting them to try to gain a 1st down on this play. They will be throwing it. Tyrod airs it out. Almost intercepted. Looking for Jalen Hyatt, who knocks it out of the DB's hands. To double coverage. Looking for Hyatt, giving Hyatt another chance. I love that. But the riskiest throw of the day for Tyrod. Literally, Jalen Hyatt turns into the defensive back there and makes a play on the ball. Would have been a throw punt anyway. So it's not something like, if that was picked there, the chances are he goes down at the 5-yard line and it's better than this punt. Actually, it was a pretty damn good punt. Bad coverage. Jameson Crowder gets the edge, gets about 15 on the punt return. Big punt return, honestly. Because that could have been back. They could have been backed up at their own 5 or 6. Giants special teams has not been good all season long, folks. That's a big fact. Sam Howell's coming back out there. He looks awful. The Giants look better when Sam Howell's out there for sure. Excellent 1st half for Tyrod Taylor. He's on track for almost 400 yards passing. So 11 of 17, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Although that last throw definitely could have been picked. No run game whatsoever for the Commanders today. They hand it off to Brian Robinson Jr., and he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. Raheem Nunez Roche makes the play. There is a flag. We'll see what they call. most competitive games right now are Cleveland, Indianapolis, and Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Everything else is kind of got a bit is a 2-score game right now. It will be interesting to see if the Bills can come back against New England. Holding on that run for the Commanders, so they'll be backed up. It'll be 1st and 20. First and 10. Howell. Screen pass batted up in the air, incomplete. Nice play by Xavier McKinney. They send McKinney on a blitz. Howell just tries to dump it off in the flats, but McKinney is able to get his hands up and knock it down. Excellent play by Xavier McKinney, getting his hand up, reacting to the football. Would have been a simple completion. Not sure Brian Robinson Jr. would have got any yardage out of that, but still would have been a completion. Nice play for McKinney. 2nd and 20 for the Commanders. Eric Bieniemy has had a rough day. Sam Howell has definitely had a rough day so far. And the run game has been a dreadful for the Commanders. What's up, Ron? How's it going? Completion to Jahan Dotson over the middle. Isaiah Simmons will wrap him up. It'll be 3rd and about 11 or 12. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, guys. We're trying to hit 300 today. I need to hit 300 today. By the time I rest my head on my pillow, I want to see 300 subscribers. We're at 296. Send to a friend. Share the link. Send it to somebody. Create another Gmail account. Whatever you got to do. Let's get over 300 today. Every Giant game all year long on this channel. The best play-by-play guy on YouTube. Let's be honest. The best play-by-play guy on YouTube. Shotgun for Sam Howell. Drops back. He's going to go down. Sack. Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeau meet Sam Howell, and it's another sack for Dexter Lawrence. I'm not sure if they'll give him a half or a full there, but he's at least been a part of 2 sacks today. This Giants defensive line is dominant right now against the Commanders' offensive line. Thibodeau gets pressure on the edge. Yeah, it'll be a half sack for Kayvon and Dexter Lawrence, no doubt about it. And that's a full sack on the day for Sexy Dexy. He's been the best defensive player on the field for the Giants, no doubt about it. Dominant Dexter Lawrence. Go men in blue, facts. Sterling Shepard now getting all of his work in punt return game. He has no speed at all. Feels the punt, goes down, no fumble. That's all we want to see, Sterling. That's all we want to see. 4:08 remaining second quarter. Sam Howell is struggling back there. Struggling. The offensive line has been horrible for him, but still. Even these accurate, like these simple throws that he should be making, he's not making. Deshaun Watson is 1 of 5 for 5 yards and a touch and an interception. Did I read that right? Did they take him out? PJ Walker has 1 attempt. Is Watson hurt again? I don't know. That's weird. All right, 4:08 remaining. Tyrod Taylor in the shotgun. He gives it to Barkley. Barkley dances in the hole, still dancing, and eventually they wrap up his ankles. He gets about 4 or 5 on the play. Probably been Saquon's best half of the season so far in terms of catching the ball, running the ball, looking good all around. Second and 8. Tyrod in the shotgun, empty backfield, gets the snap, drops it over to Waller for a first down. Or no, I don't know if that will be a first down. Might be a little short. No yellow line right there for CBS, which is an amateur move. It will be 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and very short. Saquon comes back in the field. Darren Waller has had a big half. 5 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown for the G-Men. Today is his day. This is his breakout performance. No doubt about it. I need him to have a big day in fantasy. I've been waiting for it all year. I'm sure a lot of people have. Tyrod looking. Dives. Does he get the first? See where they spot him. I think it is a first down for Tyrod. Excellent run. Nobody open. Scrambles. Tyrod, just his pocket presence is really good. You could tell he knows what he's doing back there. He knows how to adjust to the big men moving around him. They give it to Barkley on 1st and 10. He's wrapped up after about another 4 or 5 yard gain. That might be the last play before the 2-minute warning. It's been an excellent half as a Giant fan. Definitely the second best half of the season in terms of team performance. Obviously, defense has been dominant. Offense is moving the ball effectively. Darren Waller, Saquon Barkley being featured heavily. So you got to be excited about at least today if you're a Giants fan. Then you take next week, you go into next week, the MetLife Bowl against the Jets with a little bit of momentum. Anything could happen. You go in with that game with your head held high, and you win that game, and all of a sudden you're 3-5 with the Raiders and Saints coming up. So those are 2 winnable games. We will go to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7 when we return on CBS for Tyrod and company. Got to get at least in field goal range here. 2 touchdowns is nothing. We've seen games change so quickly this year in second halves in the NFL. Of course, the Giants-Cardinals game comes to mind. If you're watching this channel, we turned it around in the second half, coming from behind for about 3 scores. So the Commanders are capable of doing that, but not with the way they're blocking right now, not with the way they look overall. Sam Howell only has 4 completions. He's been sacked 4 times for 35 yards of loss. Brian Robinson Jr. is averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Or less than 4 yards a carry, obviously. Maybe, I don't know. Quick math there, it's probably like in the low 3s. He's averaging 3.8, so just under 4. Washington receiving, Curtis Samuel, who went out. Like, they are just getting clamped on defense. Terry McLaurin has 0 catches. Part of that is Deonte Banks. He looks like he's playing great today. But also it's been Sam Howell. Some of these throws are just so underthrown or late or just bad throws in general. He looks discombobulated, Sam Howell. No doubt about it. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Please hit that like button. Send it to a friend. Send it to a Giants fan. Send it to a basketball fan. We're going to do a bunch of NBA games this year on the streams, on the live streams. And we'll recap some Knicks stuff as well on some short form videos. But I like hanging out with you guys doing the stream so we can, you can catch me in action, catch the takes as they're flowing, and then go back and watch them at your own leisure and see, oh, well, you might have a point there. As you're watching the game, you don't really recognize this stuff. Your boy MHT is here to recognize it, okay? New England holding the Bills to 3 points. The Bills' offense is struggling these last couple weeks. There's no way around it. Stephon Diggs only had 1 catch in that half. No Matt Milano for the Bills. I feel like he's like the most important defensive player on that team. Mac Jones having one of his best halves of the season for sure. Detroit just didn't show up to play today in Baltimore. The Raiders are kind of a lost cause. They're losing 14-3 to Bears. All right, we're back from CBS. 2-minute warning has passed. Tyrod steps up. Just gets rid of it in the direction of Saquon. He was pressured early there. Stepped up, did a good job to avoid Montez Sweat, and just has to float it out of bounds. Tyrod goes down. He is sacked. Chase Young, 2nd sack of the quarter. And that will effectively end the half for this Giants offense. Chase Young just goes right around Justin Pugh. Justin Pugh just nowhere, nothing, no resistance to Chase Young in that play. Chase Young is just a physical specimen. He has 2 sacks in this quarter, as I said before. Not a great day for offensive line play in New Jersey. If you're looking for offensive line starlets, you do not want to watch Commanders Giants today. No blocking, tons of sacks. Jamie Gillen on the punt. Crowder will call for a fair catch at the 10-yard line. So that's where Sam Howell will take over. And as a Commanders fan, do you have any hope that they're going to be like, you just got to be thinking, don't turn it over here. Like, that's how bad the Commanders offense has been so far in this half. You just got to be thinking, don't turn the ball over, get to half. The Commanders do get the ball to start the second half. Sam Howell is crap. Tyrod better than Danny. Yeah, it's starting to look like that way, Giants pride. It's starting to look that way. Listen, I love Danny. I like the way he's played. I feel like he's been given a bad rap. But then you turn around and you look at Tyrod Taylor. He just looks so comfortable. Guys are getting open. Even when he's sacked, it doesn't look like a major problem. It just looks like, the offensive lineman got beat. And it wasn't the quarterback trying to do too much or anything. So, loving the way Tyrod's playing. Cannot hate on that. No doubt about it. Howell in the shotgun. He pats the football, drops it off to Logan Thomas. Stays in bounds, gets about 7 or 8. Well, they say you get a first on that. No, second down. CBS is a mess. I really enjoy Fox's score bug and setup way more than CBS. How sacked Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeau cleaned it up. Dexter Lawrence is destroying Nick Gates. Destroying him. Dexter Lawrence is the best player on the field for both teams today. No doubt about it. He's literally wrecking the game. Third and 11. Sam Howell is approaching David Carr. He's breaking David Carr records. Third and 11. Howell looking incomplete. Dropped. Cordell Flott was stride for stride with the receiver. It was probably Howell's best throw of the day. I think that receiver has to make that play for him. And we'll have a 3-and-out for the Commanders. This is such a putrid performance from the Washington Commanders in this first half. I would be furious if I was a fan of their team. Furious. Like, nobody has made a single play for them in this entire half. You know how hard that is to do against a 1-5 Giants team? Giants have 2 timeouts remaining. They'll get the ball with about a minute left. Sterling Shepard feels the punt. Called a fair catch. It bounced at the 30. He looks uncomfortable. We need to figure out a punt returner. I don't care if you need to hire, Devin Hester's ghost off of waivers. Like, you need someone who can catch the ball on a punt return. MetLife is weird though. I mean, we know the wind is crazy and it's swirling and all that crap. Looks like Deshaun Watson is in fact out of the game for the Browns. So the Deshaun Watson experiment not going exactly to plan this year for Cleveland. You might as well just roll PJ Walker out there. 59 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Giants. We'll see how aggressive they are here. They line up in the shotgun. Waller in the slot. Taylor completes to Isaiah Hodgins. Gets about 6 or 7. Giants going hurry up now. 50 seconds remaining. 2-minute offense. Want to at least get into Gano range for sure. 2nd and 2. Tyrod late to get rid of it. Nice play on the ball by St. Juste. Looking for Isaiah Hodgins. St. Juste breaks on the football. It was a little curl route, and he just broke on the ball quickly. 3rd and 2 now. Got to convert this, or maybe they'll run it and take a timeout. We'll see. All right, we're back. Let's make sure we got audio levels. I think we do. Apologies. At the end of the second half, it looked like my mic died, so we had to fix that, but we fixed it. Should be charged. If it's not, let me know. We'll pivot. Welcome back. Second half underway. Kick is in the air, and it was a touchback. So, 15 minutes to start the third quarter. Commanders take over on their 25. Sam Howell under center. Play action. Nope, he hands it off, actually, and it's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. They are getting no push in the interior of their offensive line. If you're in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. I appreciate it. I think we had some silent MHT there towards the end of the first half. I apologize for that. Okay, there we go. Confirmed. I have some sound. Howell in the shotgun. Play action fake. Steps up. Goes down again. Thibodeau and Dexy and Leonard Williams are there. The big trio you want to see for this defensive line stepping up and dominating this game. Nick Gates is getting worked. Dexter Lawrence is dominant right now. Sam Howell has been sacked 6 times. That's more than the Giants had it all season long coming into the game. They try a screen to Antonio Gibson. They stop him short of the first down, but there is a flag in the play. It's probably on the offense, I would assume. Holding on the offense. The Giants are going to force the Commanders to punt yet again. It's just been a punt fest for the Commanders all day long. They can't block. They look like the Giants most weeks, to be honest with you. It looks like the Giants trying to play Dallas or Philly. That's what it looks like. They just look a class below the rest of the division, which is scary because I thought the Giants were a class below everyone coming into today. Sterling Shepard muffs the punt and gives them the football. Just unbelievable. It hits him right in the hands, and he gives them the football. Unbelievable. They clearly fired the special teams coordinator, 7 years ago. He just stinks. I mean, Shepard, it hits him right in his breadbasket. He drops it. Easy recovery for the Commanders. Just easy. They just give him the ball right back. Embarrassing. That's how you start the second half. That's the only way the Commanders are going to score today is if you give them a short field. And what did the Giants do? They muff a punt. Sterling Shepard, unbelievable. Commanders take over now at the 21. Embarrassing special teams play from the Giants. They cannot field a punt to save their lives. I don't know who this guy carrying the ball is for the Commanders now is. Sterling Shepard clearly frustrated. I mean, I feel for him, but it's just like, come on, you're an NFL player. Are we asking for that much for you to just catch the ball and call for a fair catch? I don't think so. This guy Rodriguez Jr. is running for the Commanders now. They gone to their third string running back. He's starting to get some yardage. They have 3rd and 1 now. It might be 4 down territory for the Commanders. Just giving them points on special teams. Just giving them points. 3rd and 1. Big play here. Dude, they have Jacoby Brissett, the Commanders. Just play him. Handoff to Rodriguez Jr., and he's stopped short. This defensive line makes a play. Jihad Ward gets penetration. He's pumped up. What does Riverboat Ron do now? Kick a field goal, Ron. Kick a field goal, Ron. They're not going to. There's too much time on the clock for them to do this. 4th and 1, though. We'll see. You got to be able to get a yard. Big play here for this defense. Can they pick up Sterling Shepard? This would be a great momentum shift back in the Giants' direction if they can pick up their teammate who clearly made a mistake. The longest tenured Giant can't catch a punt. Howell goes to his right, connects, 1st down to Jahan Dotson. He's tackled about 2 yards shy of a 1st down. Of a touchdown, excuse me. Damn. Simple, wide open. Anybody with an arm makes that throw. He's literally wide open. Good play call, clearly. All right, so 1st and goal now for the Commanders. They obviously have to convert. Sterling Shepard just gave them life in this game. It's so disappointing. Howell drops back, just throws it wide, incomplete. Deonte Banks again. Deonte Banks has had a great game. Definitely his best game as a Giant. First-round pick out of Maryland this year, the rookie. Looks like we have a player there. That's something we can be excited about. Looks like we have a solid young corner with athleticism and physical ability. Handoff up the middle. He's going to score. Brian Robinson Jr., touchdown. And Sterling Shepard hands the Commanders 7 points. And how are they going to respond now? I still have faith that this Giants defense will be able to, if we don't make mistakes like that, the Commanders may be better off punting the ball every time down. Just punt it as soon as you get it, see who the Giants put back there. The Giants would be better off just putting nobody back there. Just let the ball bounce. At what point do you just send nobody back there? You just put nobody back there. You let the ball bounce. Wherever it bounces, it's better than turning it over. At what point is that what the Giants do? At what point does the special teams coordinator get fired because he didn't know that nobody on this team could catch punts coming into the season? Nobody. Nobody can catch a punt. Not one person I've seen looks comfortable doing it on this team. Oh, it's windy out there today, Mike. Fine, it's windy out there today. It's been all season long. If it was just today, maybe I'd let it slide. You hand them, let me add the points, by the way. You hand them 7 points. Hand them on a silver platter. Sterling Shepard, I blame him, but I don't blame him. All right, he's an NFL player. He's got to make that catch. He's got to catch the punt. Call for a fair catch. Who cares? You're back there. You volunteered. You clearly said you're able to do it. You've been on the Giants for at least 8 or 9 years now, or he's been there for a while. So it's time. It's time for him to start taking some ownership. Obviously, I'm sure he will after, but the special teams coordinator needs to get fired, guys. It's on. If you're a manager of something, if you know you don't have the horsepower to get the job done, if you don't have the manpower, the willpower, or whatever, the talent around you to get the job done, which part of the special teams coordinator's job is to make sure that we can field a punt. So if he has no one in-house that can do that, it's up to him to flag that earlier in the season. We have nobody that looks comfortable catching a punt. That was like one of the wildest drops ever from Shepard. There's a reason people catch punts a lot of the times with their body, and that's not a good idea either. But at least in that point, he could have went to the ground, caught it with his chest. It just fell right off his hands. He tried to catch it like a go route in his prime. Disappointing. And the Giants on offense have had plenty of opportunities to add points on to this lead they had, and now the comeback is on. Clearly, the Commanders get a stop here, and the Giants are under pressure. So we're back in the hot seat. We're back in the hot seat. I was feeling good. I was feeling comfortable because of how dominant the Giants' defenses look. But then again, you have this special teams issue, and you hand them 7 points. You hand them a short field, 2 first downs, and a touchdown. At least we see Coach Daboll going to the receiver instead of just throwing under the bus the quarterback all the time. All I've seen Daboll do on the sidelines in terms of showing players up is always a quarterback, but now it's starting to be a little bit more widespread, which I like. He's showing up his receiver, his oldest veteran on the roster. You have to be able to at least help the team by not turning the ball over in that spot. And here we are, 14-7 Giants. Giants get the ball back. The kick goes through the back of the end zone. They'll start at their own 25. 10:21 remaining, third quarter. Tyrod Taylor's had a nice day so far. 14 of 22, 209 yards and 2 touchdowns. One to Barkley, one to Waller. But here we are. It's a one-possession game. Anything can happen. If you 3 and out here, and all disaster is in the cards again. They fake the reverse. They give it to Barkley. Barkley gets about 5 or 6 on first down. Nice little fake end around there that the defense definitely stayed at home for. And I think if they, it was a good decision to give it to Barkley, but it could have been a great decision if they gave it to Wandale on the swing there. I haven't seen much of Wandale recently. They give it to Barkley again. Nice cut from Saquon. That's what you want to see. I'm not sure if he's going to get a first down there. He looks like he may be a yard short, but he could have been stopped in the backfield. Really nice job. That's what we need to see. Occasionally, when you have one man to beat in the backfield, you've got to do it. Sometimes he's just getting blown up by 5 defensive linemen, and you're not going to do anything there. But on that play, excellent cut. It was like he was moving in slow motion. Classic vintage Saquon Barkley. They give it to Barkley again. Barkley falls forward for a first. It looks like he tripped, but he tripped forward for a first. All right, that's a big first down, believe it or not. Obviously, you want to come away with a touchdown, no doubt about it. But you need to take some momentum away from this Commanders team who just, they can swing the game really quickly. If you give them the ball back that fast, and they've had, 3 possessions in 6 minutes to start the third quarter, that's not how you want to start. Barkley looks like he's banged up again. I hope he's okay. I'm getting sick of worrying about this guy's injuries. Tyrod under center, Matt Breida in the backfield now. They give it to Breida, and he is blown up in the backfield by Jonathan Allen. Just destroyed, nowhere to go. And they were doing this a lot in the first half, guys. The Giants were throwing the ball on first down, play action on first down. Where has that gone? I'm not sure. The run game has not been excellent. It's been okay, but it hasn't been excellent. 2nd and 14 after a 4-yard loss on the give to Breida. Breida's back out there to receive now. And they try to check it down to Hodgins, incomplete. St. Juste makes another play. See, this is what I was afraid of. Now the Giants are playing conservatively. We'll see what Tyrod can do on 3rd and 14. Got to try to go for a first here, no doubt. Do not check it down. Do not play conservatively. Do not run the football, please. 35-0 Ravens over the Lions, by the way. Beat down in Baltimore. Tyrod looks, completes to Darren Waller, who's going to get dragged down 2 yards shy of the first down. And they're going to punt. Literally 4th and 1. They're in their own territory, so it's a dangerous play. The way the defense has played all game long, you have to trust them. So I support this decision to punt. It's a tough decision to make, especially with how you've been moving the ball. But special teams, again, costing the Giants. Shitty punt, to be honest with you. Goes out of bounds at like the 22. 21 is where Sam Howell take over. So now the defense has to step up again. It's not looking great. How are we doing out there, people? What's the move for food today? Because your boy is thinking about food regardless of win, lose, or shine. I'm going to be eating my feelings after this game. Star of the game has been Dexter Lawrence. 2 sacks from the defensive tackle position. Very impressive. He's blowing up Nick Gates. Darren Waller has also had a great game. 6 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. But yeah, I need to see more throwing on first down. I'm seeing a lot of predictable run plays on first down where, it's very obvious that you're going to try to get Saquon involved early, and give him as many touches as possible. Why don't we, run a screen for him on first down or try something to get Saquon the ball in different ways instead of these first down runs? And then even Matt Breida on first down is just not going to work. Why are we giving it to him as soon as he comes in the game? I don't know. Buffalo finally gets in the end zone. James Cook receiving touchdown. He's having a big day or a big season, honestly, for the Bills. Nice pickup for them. Still down in New England, though. New England doing their thing, kicking field goals. 3 field goals for Chad Ryland. Jabril Peppers, a former Giant, with a pick in that one as well. Bears beating up Tyson Bagent. 20 of 27, 149 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions, though. Playing solid, managing the game. Deontay Foreman having a big day for the Bears. A receiving touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns. Deontay Foreman, insane. Key to this sequence here for the Giants defense is continue to stuff the run. Sam Howell does not look comfortable on 3rd and long situations. You continue to stuff the run, you have a good chance of coming out with a victory in this game. And it has to happen at this point. You're up 14-0 at home against the Commanders. You have 5 sacks at halftime. You have to win the game. You have to figure out a way to win this football game. Or else you're just, approaching epically bad territory. Handoff to Robinson Jr. on first down. He gets about 2 or 3. Raheem Nunez-Roche makes the play. Giants getting a lot more respect or pressure when they rush 5 as opposed to rushing 4, which makes sense, you would think. Howell, play action. Giants don't get pressure this time. It's picked up and it's thrown complete to Logan Thomas, who is a load to tackle. Abusing DBs for the Giants when he catches the ball. 1st and 10. One of the better pass plays of the day for the Commanders. Wide open Logan Thomas. Just a little crossing route. Wide open. Trey Hawkins eventually wrestles him out of bounds, but 1st and 10. And momentum slipping out of our fingers here in this one. Giant fans nervous. You could tell the building is nervous. Howell in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Play action fake. Gets pressure, steps up, just throws it out of bounds. Is that not intentional grounding? What's the call there? 2nd and 10. Ashawn Robinson got some pressure there. They throw the flag. Intentional grounding. Let's go. That needs to be called. Sam Howell stinks. I'm sorry, guys. Intentional grounding. Ron Rivera is beside himself. Let's see. Is there a receiver in the area? Dotson. I mean, he could argue the running back's trying to wheel out there. But 2nd and 20. Tough penalty for Rivera. Rivera is furious. 2nd and 20. Let's get on with it. You called the intentional grounding. Let's move on. All right. Howell in the shotgun. Steps up, completes. Nice throw to Terry McLaurin, his first catch of the day. In zone coverage, looks like for the Giants. They'll be about 4 or 5 yards short of a first down. Third and 5. A huge play for this defense. Got to get off the field. Got to get off the field. Commanders are 0 for 9 on third down today. Something's got to give. Hal. Oh, almost intercepted, incomplete. Looking for Logan Thomas. Xavier McKinney had it on his ear. He was juggling it. But it goes out of bounds, incomplete. The Commanders will have to punt. Big play. Logan Thomas, the ball was a little bit high for him. Couldn't make the catch. A little bit high and a little bit behind him. And McKinney was right behind him to try and make that play. So incomplete. 5:38 remaining. Commanders are 0 for 10 on third down, and somehow they're in the game. That's all you need to know. Punt goes in the end zone. Woo! There we go, guys. That's all you need to do. Just don't even try to catch the punt. Just don't even try. Big stop from the defense. The defense has been a godsend today. They've held their end of the bargain. Darren Waller has been the best player on offense for the Giants today. You got to keep feeding him. Feed him on first down and feed Saquon on second down and third and short. But you got to start throwing on first down if you're the Giants. The predictable run plays with this Commanders D-line, they're ready to stop the run. They're ready to stop the run, and you got to keep them off balance. We've had 2 muff punts, 1 lost. Both teams have 1 turnover. Giants have 6 sacks to the Commanders' 3. Montez Sweat has 1, and Chase Young has 2. Giants have a bunch of people. Kayvon with a sack and a half. Dexter Lawrence with 2. Micah McFadden with half a sack. Jason Pinnock with a sack. Leonard Williams with a sack. Definitely their best day from the defensive line. 3 QB hits for Leonard Williams. 2 for Kayvon Thibodeau. Still, we'd like to see Jalen Hyatt again. Haven't seen him since the first quarter. Had a couple of targets. The offense has to respond. Got to find a way to put points on the board here, some type of points. Make it a 2-possession game at the very least. At the very least, we need to be making this a 2-possession game. Tyrod is having a great game on paper, but it's just that killer instinct and a couple of disjointed plays at inopportune times that are keeping us from just really blowing this one open. And then, of course, you muff a punt, and all of a sudden you're in a game. Sam Howell has had one of the worst games I've ever seen. And yeah, a lot of that looks like his fault. I got to be honest. I don't like to just blame everything on the quarterback sometimes, especially when no one. I can't see if guys are open downfield from watching this version. I can't see if who's exactly getting beat on the offensive line. We don't know if it's just bad play calling sometimes, and you're not like locked into the way the team's trying to play. So Ron Rivera is still furious about that intentional grounding. It was borderline. He was clearly grounding it, so it was like just because the guy was generally in the area, you shouldn't be that complaining. Tyrod sweeps to his right, looking for Darren Waller, well covered that time. Chase Young is winning on Justin Pugh a lot more as this game goes on. Chase Young is forcing Tyrod to go to his right quite a bit. Jamison Crowder, by the way, who we cut before the season, is the punt returner for the Commanders, and we can't return a punt at all. Saquon up the middle gets nothing, maybe a yard. So it'll be 3rd and long again. And why do we get excited for our offense to start playing when they have this conservative ass play calling? This play calling stinks. Earlier in the game, they came out firing. Now all of a sudden, they're playing a close possession by possession game. Blah 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 blah. Big play here. 3rd and 9 for Tyrod Taylor. Gets it out to Waller, who's tackled short of the 1st down. Like Darren Waller keeps going down a yard shy of the sticks, bothering me quite a bit. You're 6'7", 500 pounds, like 300 pounds. We're punting it back to them. It's so annoying. The offense 3 and out, 9 yards. They're setting a record for most possessions for each team in this game. Just both teams are really good at punting and getting like 1 or 2 first downs and punting. Crowder feels the punt, makes like 2 to 6 spin moves, approximately 2 to 6 spin moves, and then he'll go down around the 16 or 17 yard line. That is where Sam Howell will take over. Chargers, Chiefs, and Steelers, Rams are the games available on national TV today. Chargers, Chiefs, and Steelers, Rams. Not bad. Not bad for a 4 o'clock window. The 4 o'clock window is usually all your eggs in one game type of basket. But tonight is a big one. Dolphins, Eagles is a big game. Looking forward to that. Green Bay, Denver at 4:30. Pretty trash. Arizona, Seattle. That is what it is. Need to see some type of fight out of this offense soon. The offense is starting to stall. They're hitting Waller, who has 7 catches for 98 yards and a touchdown. But that's about it. Believe it or not, I'm facing someone who started Sam Howell in fantasy this week. And I just realized this. They have Kirk Cousins on the bench. So now the fact that I know that, Sam Howell's about to turn it around probably, right? Giants defense has been electric today. We had forced a turnover, interception, 6 sacks, a lot of pressure, no run game for the Commanders. They have 47 yards rushing on 13 carries, 3.6 average, but one of those is an 11-yard rush from Sam Howell, like a scramble play. So the running backs really not getting involved. Both their running backs averaging about 3 yards on the dot per carry. So nothing special, and that's why they're seeing a lot of punts. Every run is only going for 3 yards. Saquon's only averaging 3.7 yards per carry. Not what you want to see out of him. In the Darren Waller show, he's gotten the majority of the receptions. 7 receptions. Nobody else on the Giants has more than 2. Commanders' offense has been horrendous. Their only touchdown coming from the really horrendous muff punt that Sterling Shepard allowed. Here we go. Howell under center, 4:03 remaining. They'll clearly start with a run play. What's the call? They call a whole false start. False start. Offense. And this is what happens when you're getting blown up on the offensive line. The linemen are going to start trying to move a little bit earlier, trying to cheat. 2 rushing touchdowns today for Gardner Minshew. Cleveland is beating Indianapolis 30-21. That's clearly the best game of the slate, even though nobody really, unless you're fans of those two teams, probably not going to check them out just for fun. I'm not sure how. They have a defensive touchdown, the Browns. 2 rushing touchdowns. 1st and 15. Howell under center. He's running. It's dropped by Thibodeau. It should be intentional. It's dropped by Kayvon Thibodeau. Are you kidding me? He dropped a pick 6. Kayvon drops a pick 6. Oh, he was dropped back in coverage. Howell was getting pressured. Obviously not a defensive back per se. Micah McFadden shoots like a bat out of hell right up the middle. Kayvon drops a pick. It's a duck from. You got to make that catch, dude. You got to make that catch. If they end up winning this game, we'll remember that play for weeks. They give it to Brian Robinson Jr. He's stuffed, running to the left. So it'll be 3rd and 14, maybe 15. Leonard Williams, good play in the run game. The defensive line has been stout. Wink Martindale is calling up a hell of a game today. Sam Howell has no idea what he's looking at. I can't believe Thibodeau missed that. That would have been his first touchdown of his career, most likely. Howell gets hit as he drops it off in the flats. Antonio Gibson trying to do the most he can. Gets pretty close, but he is eventually dragged down by a team of Giants 2 yards shy of the first down. Imagine you're going to see the punt team again here for the Commanders. It's like this is like a nervy game for no reason. I don't understand why, but I do, because neither team is good enough to go dominate a game. Just on offense especially, neither team is good enough to go dominate a game. Darius Slayton is returning punts now, I believe, for the Giants. Calls for a fair catch. And he catches it. How about that? Look at you, Darius Slayton. Making it look easy. 3rd punt returner of the day for the Giants. Most teams are able to go through the season with 1, maybe 2 punt returners on the entire season. Giants have 3 today with no injuries. Just healthy scratches because they suck. Showing some of Saquon's all-time Penn State numbers. The number 1 in touchdowns, 2nd in yards. Here we go. This is a big drive. Come on. We need to put a field goal. I need this to be a 2-possession game so badly. A 2-possession game feels out of reach for Sam Howell right now. Tyrod breaks contain, runs to the left, gets about 5 or 6. David Mayo, the former Giant linebacker, he is just everywhere for the Commanders. He's had a lot. He must have a shit ton of tackles. Off the top of my head, I feel like he has like 10 tackles. Exactly 10 tackles. Your boy's a stud. Swear to God, I wasn't counting David Mayo tackles. Tackles. 2nd and 5. Tyrod in the shotgun, gives it to Barkley. Barkley, no running lanes, just runs into a team of people. And the best thing they could do is just throw him forward. The Commanders' defense kind of just throwing him forward helps out. 3rd and 2 now. You have to pick this up. I don't care what you have to do, but you have to pick this up. There's no way around it. This game is way too nervy for my liking. You're 1 bad play away from this being a tie game. This could be another tie like last year. 3rd and 3. 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 3rd and 3 Barkley motions. He was split out wide, motions into the backfield now. Tyrod in the shotgun, rolls to his right. Incomplete! Oh, it's a shit throw. He's looking for Wan'Dale Robinson. He throws a shitty ball. Oh my God, that's a bad throw from Tyrod. That's a play that you need to complete on. You need to. It's high. Wan'Dale Robinson's like 5'6". It's got a lot of zip on it. You gotta make a better throw than that. 16 combined punts today and 12 3 and outs. Ineptitude on offense. Crowder feels the punt. Jameson Crowder is like the best offensive player on the Commanders returning punts. There is a flag. Damn, this is getting scary now. Now you're one big play from somebody on the Commanders away from being tied up. It's on the Commanders. We need something to happen here. The more Sam Howell throws the ball on 3rd and long, the better I feel. Just keep stuffing the run. Keep doing what you're doing on defense, no doubt, but offensively, we cannot be so content with shitty runs up the middle. Both teams are very content with bad run plays. It's clear. Neither of you is springing out a big run play today. Neither. The Giants or the Commanders. There's been very little room up the middle. 2 elite defensive tackles situations in the NFL. If you're really thinking about it, probably 2 of the top 3 or 4 interior defensive line combos with Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, and you have Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen on the Commanders. 1st and 10. Commanders started their own 10 after the penalty on the punt. Howell looking, hits Terry McLaurin for a 1st down. And there's a flag. Xavier McKinney. Nick Gates is trying to fight. That's all he does. Deontay Banks is stride for stride with McLaurin until the last second. It's a perfectly thrown ball. The safety is a split second late. I thought McKinney used his arms there. Didn't look like he led with his head. Big play. Defenseless receiver, unnecessary roughness on McKinney. They caught it anyway, but it's an additional 15 yards. And here we go. Here we go. Time for the danger zone. First and 10. Sam Howell in Giants territory. Delayed give to Antonio Gibson, who looks like the best running back for the Commanders today. I would give him the rock. 2nd down. We'll have one more play, it looks like, before the end of the 3rd quarter. And now it's starting to get nervy. Giants can't even get into field goal range. They can't make anything happen on offense. Tyrod missing wide open receivers. Second and 4. Howell rolls to his right. Throws it out of bounds in the direction of his tight end. Please, no flags. No flags. And this will be a big 3rd down to end the 3rd quarter. Third and 4. Not in field goal range. Oh for 11 on third down today, the Commanders. Something's got to give here. Third and 4. Clamp up. 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Howell in the shotgun. Antonio Gibson in the backfield to his right. They also have trips to his left. False start. False start. Call it. Call it. Yep. Sam Cosme again. Oh no, that's Charles Leno Jr. Third and 9 now. Much. That's a huge false start. Now there's an injured offensive lineman for the Commanders. He's going to walk off the field. 7 seconds remaining in this third quarter. It's a big third down play. Got to get off the field. Got to get off the field. Have to. Must. No doubt about it. Need to get off the field. Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence are having a lot of fun out there. There's no doubt about it. They know what they're just doing whatever they want. Third and 9. After they looks like they lost their left guard or left tackle, Charles. Already getting dominated on the offensive line. The Commanders having to sub in someone else to play right guard, it looks like. Not ideal for them. But this is a big play. Third and 9. I think they're 0 for 11 on third down today. Was the last time the counter keeps going up every 2 seconds. These teams love to go 3 and out. Howell in the shotgun. Airs it out. All right, should be good now. Let me know if you guys hear it. Should be good. Something to note on these microphones, they have shitty battery life. If the Giants lose this, man, they're just going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. And next week is the trade deadline. So it'll be interesting to see what you do at 1-6. I'm not sure what Deonte Banks was arguing about other than the fact that he got burnt, but Xavier McKinney slapped the hell out of Terry McLaurin on the head. 1st and 10, fourth quarter underway. Antonio Gibson stopped in the backfield. Okereke, Leonard Williams, and Micah McFadden. This linebacking duo might be the duo that we move forward with, though. I like the way Okereke and McFadden play together. I think they play fast. They're both capable of playing fast. I think they both have the strength needed to play the position, speed, all that stuff. 2nd and 9. Let's get a pick. Let's get a shitty throw from Sam Howell. Somebody step up and make a play. Strip sack would be nice. Kayvon Thibodeau's missed interception is going to come back to haunt us, isn't it? 2nd and 9. Howell rolls to his right. Incomplete. Looking for Curtis Samuel. 3rd and 9 now. 14-17 remaining. Big play coming up. Not really an area for Howell to throw that. They keep doing these bootlegs, these rollouts for Howell to give him simple reads and get him out of the pocket because he can't sit there. He's going to get sacked. 3rd and 9. 14-17 remaining. Come on, give us a gift, Sammy boy. Give us a gift. 3rd and 9. Howell in the shotgun. Commanders pick up the pressure. McLaurin tackled from behind. Is the ball on the ground or not? Nice play by Deonte Banks from behind. Good speed. He's battling with Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders will kick a field goal. All right. Good stop from the defense. I would like to know why that wasn't a fumble, but I guess he just was down by contact already, whatever. 4th and 3. 27-yard attempt. Shouldn't be an issue for the Commies, and it is. It's no good. It's blocked by Leonard Williams. Let's go. What a play. I couldn't see it because the cameras were duped. Oh, Joey Sly's kick is blocked by the Big Cat. Let's go. That's a game-saving type of play. That is a game-saving type of play by the Big Cat. Gets his big old mitt in there and knocks the hell out of that ball off course. Let's go. Not even close. And the Giants get a stop. What a play from Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence have been electric today. They have been easily the best player on the field for the Giants. No doubt about it. Look at Leonard Williams. Blocked. He's got a sack today. He's got a blocked kick. Dexter Lawrence has 2 sacks, 3 QB hits. Man, that is a huge, huge play. Neither of these teams, you cannot assume anything is going to go well for either of these teams in a given moment. They are capable of messing up anything. What a game is happening in Indianapolis, by the way. There's good games all around the NFL outside of Baltimore and Chicago. New England and Buffalo is a good game. This Cleveland-Indianapolis game is electric. The backup quarterback bowl, P.J. Walker going against Gardner Minshew. Josh Downs having a huge day for Indianapolis. Coming out party for him, the rookie. I don't even know where these touchdowns are coming from. 2 rushing touchdowns for Gardner Minshew is just hard to read. Pick for Minshew as well. Not like either of them is tearing it up, but there's points on the board in that game.
What a blocked kick from the big cat. Like the Thibodeau dropped interception, I thought we were in big trouble after that. Now you have a blocked kick in when the Commanders have one of their best drives of the game. That is huge, huge momentum shift. It's time for Tyrod to start making some plays, though. It's been a while since we moved down the field and scored a touchdown. It's been a while. Starting to get complacent, starting to feel like 3 and out is okay. It's not okay. You need to get at least into Graham Gano range or make this a 2-possession game immediately. Dayball is fired up. Let's go. The Giants' first blocked field goal since 2017. Unbelievable. The give is to Barkley on 1st and 10, and he goes nowhere. He gets maybe 2. I'm so sick of these first down runs, guys. I'm so sick of them. It's so predictable. We get it. You're going to try to shove Saquon down our throats every single week, and it just hasn't worked. You have to do it with more finesse. You cannot just continue to give him the ball on 1st and 10 and think he's going to just burst up the middle every single play. He's not. You have to weaken them up with the pass game and then strengthen them up with the run. It's been a tale of two halves, even though the Commanders really haven't done that much on offense. They've hit Terry McLaurin a couple times. Tyrod steps up. He's going to get sacked. Hudson, the linebacker, sent on a blitz, gets home. It's getting worrisome, guys. It's getting worrisome. Third and 11. 6 sacks for the Giants, 4 sacks for the Commanders. It's not like Tyrod has been clean today either in terms of a pocket. 3rd and 11. He's going to get sacked again. Sacked. Chase Young and Montez Sweat meet. There is a flag. Illegal contact on the defense. 5-yard penalty and automatic first down. Jamin Davis. Wow, and the Giants get bailed out by the refs. That's a huge call, guys. Huge call. Let's see it. Yeah, he's definitely holding Waller. Is Tyrod hurt? Oh, man, football, guys. Every single week, something different. Giants now get Chase Young and Montez Sweat are starting to smell blood in the water. 1st and 10, you got to throw it here. Nope, they don't. They give it to Barkley. He keeps his legs moving, gets about 5 yards on 1st down. One of his better 1st down runs in a while, to be honest. Second and 4, so they give Barkley 6 on that one. You got to somehow find a way to block Chase Young. He's starting to make an impact. Tyrod, it was a designed QB run. It looks like Chase Young again gets in the backfield, but Tyrod falls forward for maybe a yard. Maybe they'll say 3rd and 3 now. Got to pick this up. 3rd and 4. They say he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Big play. Come on. Hit Darren Waller. Hit Saquon. Something short and easy. That's what we need. Block. It looks like they're showing pressure. They rush 4. Tyrod gets out to the right. Completes it to Barkley for a first down. It's a big completion. At the very least, you're eating clock here. I mean, Barkley does go out of bounds, but it's too early in the game for the clock to stop there anyway. Great bit of improv and good pocket awareness from Tyrod. 1st and 10 now. We got to put our foot on their throats and get a touchdown on this drive. Barkley right into no one. What happened to the play action on 1st down? Second and 9, they give Barkley a yard after that. Tyrod launches one down the field. He's got Jalen Hyatt, completes. Is it a first down? He's got it. Jalen Hyatt, let's go. He's the fastest receiver this team has had in years, no doubt about it. Let's go, the rookie out of Tennessee, finally. Make sure he gets his feet in bounds here. Oh, he stops him. They said he couldn't run routes. He stops St. Juice right in his tracks. They're going to challenge us. He might not have gotten his feet down. I don't know if he did, guys. I don't think he did. Unexcusable if Hyatt couldn't get his feet in bounds here. This might get overturned. Oh, all right, guys. I'm going to use the restroom really quickly. Give me 1 second. I think this will get overturned. I don't think this will stand. I hope it does, but I don't think it will. BRB. we're back. And I think this is a catch, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. They say he got his right toe down. Unbelievable play. We needed that. This is why Jalen Hyatt is a giant. This is why we drafted Jalen Hyatt. The speed, the over-the-top ability. Nobody else in the Giants has this type of down-the-field explosiveness. And that is a huge loss of a timeout for the Commanders as well. And now we're in field goal range. Easily Jalen Hyatt's biggest yardage day as a Giant. 75 yards. Actually, not easily. I think he's had a couple of big plays against the Cardinals, but they give it to Barkley. Up the middle, he almost gets to the second level. He gets about 5 or 6. Jamin Davis makes the tackle. Jamin Davis, don't forget, that illegal contact kept this drive going. The Giants were backed up on their own end. Tyrod had nowhere to go with the football, and they call illegal contact. Second and 4. Giants deep in Commanders territory on the 15. They give it to Barkley again. Barkley keeps his legs moving and picks up a first. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. Here we go. Got to finish it out. Don't turn the ball over. That red zone offense. Let's hit Darren Waller again. Why not? Let's do it. He's been hot today. Honestly, the Commanders should have 0 points today. If it wasn't for Sterling Shepard dropping a punt, Commanders would have 0 points today. They can't even kick a field goal. It was blocked by Leonard Williams. Huge play. And now the Giants, first and goal, Tyrod Taylor. Jalen Hyatt is on the field, split out wide. Also see Saquon in the backfield. Darius Slayton motions to the right. They give it to Barkley. Barkley can't hit a hole. He fumbled it. He fumbled the football. He fumbled it. Unbelievable from Barkley. You just can't. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. He fumbles on first and goal. Daron Payne ends up with the ball. Let's see, is he down? He's down. I don't know. It's hard to see. They're not going to overturn that. It wasn't even a good run. Ball's out already. I think the ball's out. Just horrible from Barkley, dude. Just horrible. That only thing you can't do there. The only thing you can't do there. It looks like his butt might be down when the ball comes out. I don't know. We'll see what they call. Guys, no matter what, you have to hold on to the ball there. Saquon, that's the only thing. That's the one thing with Barkley that's always been sound, always been consistent. He never fumbles. He very rarely fumbles. It's never been an issue for him, and now it's becoming an issue. If the ball is out here, it clearly is out. I don't know if his butt's down or not. It is out. And then the Commanders will take over. Unbelievable, guys. 7:46 remaining. Giants' second fumble of the day. First on offense, first turnover on offense inside the goal line. Sam Howell now incomplete. Had a receiver open, looking for Scary Terry. Robert Murray, you're absolutely right. This is unbelievable. They can't get out of their own way. Neither team could get out of their own way. This feels like another tie. We're headed to another tie. Neither team wants to win. Sam Howell also just had a receiver open, looking for Terry. Like, they're just going to start looking for Terry McLaurin all drive long. If the Giants can't defend Terry McLaurin, it's not going to work. Logan Thomas, Terry McLaurin. I mean, Sam Howell's been dreadful. This should not be a game. 2nd and 10. Howell winds up incomplete. They throw a flag. It's unbelievable. Trey Hawkins is going to get flagged. The referee's getting involved now. Why can't we make plays on the ball? Holding on Deontay Banks. He's definitely got a fistful of jersey. 1st and 10 now. This is unbelievable, guys. This is unbelievable how badly the Commanders have played and the Giants in terms of finishing this out. This should have been over in the 3rd quarter, 2nd quarter. It should have been over hours ago. Howell rolls to his right. Completes to Jahan Dotson. 2nd and 1. 7:33 remaining. 14-7 is your score. This is just unbelievably bad football from the Saquon's fumble is inexcusable. Second and 1. We're outgaining them by over 160 total yards, and it's still a football game. 2nd and 1. Hal clearly runs to his left. They're just doing these simple freaking out routes. Curtis Samuel makes the catch. It's a 1st down. They're just sprinting Hal outside the tackle box and hitting these guys for quick strikes to get out of bounds. 6:48 clock remains running. 1st and 10. Buffalo Bills have taken the lead late. Great game in Indianapolis as well. It's 31-30 Colts. But here we are watching this trash in New Jersey. Howell drops back. Looking for Logan Thomas, knocked out of his hands by Nick McLeod. Good defense. Smacked it right out of Logan Thomas's hands. Exactly what we needed to see there. Saquon and Sterling Shepard, 2 of the vets on this offense, 2 of the captains of this team in terms of vocal leadership, costing the team horribly today. Both of them inexcusable fumbles. Hal connects to Logan Thomas, who gets tripped up by Pinnock, but not before getting a 1st down. They cannot tackle Logan Thomas. And here comes the drive of all drives for the Commanders. Howell with one of his best throws of the day. Tight window, sidearm. Great catch from Logan Thomas. Jason Pinnock struggling, but eventually does get a piece of his shoelaces and trip him up. Could have been a huge gain. Thomas was breaking free there, but he just couldn't keep his momentum up. Still in Commanders territory. At their own 36. Howell drops back. Quick strike to Curtis Samuel. Only gets about 2 or 3, but they're not running the ball anymore. Notice how the Giants continue to try to run the ball. Clock continues to run. 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Commanders here. Howell looking. Steps up. Completes over the middle to De'Ami Brown for a 1st. And now all of a sudden, who the hell is that? Pringle, Byron Pringle. His 1st catch of the day. No pressure all of a sudden from the Giants. They give it to Rodriguez Jr. He gets about 6 or 7 on first down on a handoff. So it's just like it's starting to slip away here. We have 3 timeouts. We have a 2-minute warning. There's 3:50 remaining. 2nd and 2. It's not like the Commanders are, in a goal line situation here. So eventually you're going to have to start thinking about using your timeouts if they get in the goal line situation. Howell, handoff. Rodriguez Jr. breaks a tackle, keeps going forward, gets a first down. The Giants are starting to do that thing now where they're starting to look for the ball instead of going for tackles. It's starting to hurt them. 1st and 10. That Saquon Barkley fumble is just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. False start on the Commanders. The only thing that's helping us out is some flags from the Commanders at key moments here. That'll back them up 5 more yards. The only good news is it's a 7-point game. Because if this was a 3-point game, this thing is probably over. I feel like it's inevitable. First and 15 after the false start. 10 penalties on the Commanders today. Howell keeps it. Holds onto the ball. Gets about 2 yards. Maybe 3. Be one more play before the 2-minute warning. Patriots take the lead with 12 seconds to go. Mac Jones throws a touchdown pass to Mike Gesicki. Wow. Big upset in New England. .210 remaining, 4th quarter. Howell looking. Completes to Jahan Dotson. It'll be 3rd down from there. 2:05 remaining. He's knocked out of bounds, so the clock will stop. I cannot believe Barkley fumbled that, though. It's just unbelievable. You put the game on ice if you don't fumble the ball there. And, of course, he can't do it. Third and 3, big play. Obviously, if you're the Commanders, it's 4-down territory anyway. They're 1 of 13 for 3rd downs, but they have converted recently. Play clock is dwindling. 2, 1. Howell sprints out to his right. Curtis Samuel is short. It'll be 4th and 1. Deonte Banks makes the play. He gets 1 yard for Curtis Samuel, and the 2-minute warning has come. So it'll be a huge 4th and 1 for the Commanders coming out of the break. Oh, goodness. The drama of the National Football League. This is why we football, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. That fumble from Barkley is just mystifying. It's unbelievable. Oh, 4th and 1 with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You got to stop here. You win the game. Who's going to make a play? Deonte Banks has been on our screens more today than he has been all year long. I definitely think Maybe his hometown team. I mean, he's from Baltimore, maybe a Ravens fan, could be a Commanders fan, who knows. 2 minutes remaining. I'm very nervous here, guys. Predictions for this play. What are the Commanders going to try to do here? They're going to run it. They're going to try to run Howell to the edge again and just throw a quick out route. I'd like to see a stop here. 4th and 1. CBS finally coming back. Giant fans are on their feet. Let's get a stop. A false start would really tickle my fancy here. Commanders have tried to get off the ball quickly. They're going to try a tush push maybe. Shotgun setup for 4th and 1. Love that. They complete to Terry McLaurin for a first down. Big play call, and they get the first down. Commanders, the clock will eventually come into play here for them. 1st and 10. They have another first down to gain before scoring a touchdown. 1:30. Clock continues to go down. That fumble from Barkley could be the end of the season if they lose this game, guys. Just the end of any type of hope. Howell, all day to throw all of a sudden. Flush to his right, just throws it through the back of the end zone. So, good coverage. Hopefully no flags. Not seeing any. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 1:10 remaining. I need this defense to hold tough here. The Commanders should not have a touchdown on the game. They got a really short field after the muff punt from Sterling Shepard. Play clock going down. Does Howell see it? He does get it off. He just throws a screen to McLaurin. Tackled short. 1:02 remaining. It'll be 3rd down. The Commanders will use a timeout. Looks like they audible to that. Oh, the Giants will use a timeout. And just in case they can have a chance to get into field goal range. Maybe give your defense a bit of a second here to set up. Nerve-wracking stuff, guys. Nerve-wracking stuff. I can only imagine being a Colts fan right now. A Bills fan is devastated right now. A Bucks fan is devastated right now. So there's plenty of fandoms just hanging their heads in shame and late game shame right now. But the Giants cannot be one of them. This is a game they need to have. 3rd and 5. Create a negative play here and you're in really good shape. 3rd and 5. Come on. Guard Terry McLaurin. He's starting to get way too involved in this game. I think we're going to get a bailout PI call here. What do you guys think? Howell looking for McLaurin. No good. Incomplete. Deonte Banks is in coverage. No flags. Deonte Banks is going to war with Terry McLaurin for sure today. 4th and 5. This is the ball game. This is the game. 4th and 5. Commanders line up. 1:01 remaining. They could still get a first down. Doesn't have to be a touchdown. 4th and 5. Giants get pressured. Howell leaked out to his right. Incomplete! Throws it behind him and it's incomplete. Jason Pinnock wipes it out and the Giants are going to hold on to this one. Wow, it looked like he had a completion. I don't know if the throw was behind him or if it was dropped, but oh my goodness. The Giants' defense is going to hold on to this game. No thanks to Saquon Barkley. No thanks to Sterling Shepard. Very little thanks to this offense in the second half. But you know what? Oh, that's got to be caught, man. That's got to be caught by Jahan Dotson. That's got to be caught. It's a little bit behind him, but you need to make that catch. Hits him right in the hands. You got to make that catch. He drops it, and the Commanders gift us one. Who knows, though, guys? The Giants are going to hold on to win this one. That's got to be caught by by Jahan Dotson. It just got to be. Somehow, some way, through the grace of God. Why is he smiling? I would be furious. Wow. Hal did a great job, too. Kayvon Thibodeau had free reign to the QB. And Sam Howell evaded the pressure, and still nothing. Deonte Banks had great coverage on the 3rd and 5. Giants will take 3 knees. I don't know about this clock management, guys. If the Commanders can block a punt, then somehow, some way, this game is not over. The Commanders burned their last time out. There's 51 seconds remaining, and it's 3rd and 12. The Giants just took 2 knees instead of running the ball. Now it looks like Jonathan Allen is hurt for the Commanders. Oh no, Daron Payne is hurt. I feel dirty about this win. I'm happy the way the defense played. Deonte Banks battled. I did say early in the game, go back and watch. I'd said early in the game, how was the clock stopped with 33 seconds? I guess because Payne got hurt. And that's the game. Game over. The Giants are going to squeak out of MetLife Stadium with their second win of the year. So they've beaten the Cardinals. They beat the Commanders by 7. Listen, this was an ugly, ugly win. The offense scored 2 touchdowns. They were cruising in the first half. They changed their game plan, or maybe the Commanders made some adjustments. But to me, it seems like they changed their game plan. Bad fumble from Saquon Barkley. The defense bailed him out big time. Very lucky to get away with the win. The Commanders could not get out of their own way today. Whenever they started to find something a little bit in the second half with the quick passing game and just getting Howell out of the pocket, but it was too little too late. They really couldn't score and put together an entire drive for the entire game. Their only points came off of a short field, the muff punt from Shepard. So Barkley is a lucky boy today. Horrendous fumble. Listen, you can fumble occasionally. You're not supposed to as a running back, but I get it. It happens. A fumble, the defense gets paid too. That fumble is inexcusable. In that situation, the first thing you're thinking about is ball security. The Giants kick a field goal there. More than likely, they're winning that game easily, running away. Instead, we had to have a 4th and 5 at the 7-yard line to decide the game, and somehow, some way, the Giants come away with a victory. I don't feel good about it. we go into next week against the Jets. Maybe some guests next week. This will be a fun stream. I'm excited for the Jets game. Am I expecting to win? No, but I'm not expecting to get blown out either. So it could be a good game to tune into. Tune in next week. I'm going to try to get a reaction video out or maybe some type of recap. Also, we're doing the Knicks season opener on Wednesday. Knicks Celtics Wednesday night. Bing bong, all that good stuff. So join me then. And have a good one the rest of your Sunday. I need to get some food, guys. Your boy is starving. It's been a long day. That football game was ugly. More than likely, neither of these teams are going to perform, past the regular season this year. We're not going to see much Commanders, Giants. But I will say, from a Giants fan perspective, if you beat the Jets next week, then all of a sudden you're starting to think, hey, maybe just maybe. Maybe just maybe we could salvage our season and get something going here because you do have a more favorable schedule. You play the Jets, okay, that should be a close game. Jet fans would expect to win. We'll see. It is technically a home game for the Giants. Then they go to Las Vegas, a very winnable game. Las Vegas is not good this year. At Dallas, put the L up now. That's a guaranteed loss. But then you have the Commanders, the Patriots, the Packers, the Saints. Those are not impossible matchups for this team. So who knows? Tyrod Taylor, I thought he looked okay, but the offensive line was still bad. He got sacked a bunch today. He got sacked 5-6 times. Daniel Jones, slightly less mobile maybe, slightly less elusive than Tyrod, so maybe that's a worse game with Daniel Jones for sure, but who knows. Ideally, you're supposed to have somewhat of a clean pocket on third down for your quarterback, and then you could judge your quarterback. But right now, the Giants quarterback is somewhat needed to play schoolyard bullshit. You just need to be an improvisational guy like Tyrod Taylor seems to be better at than Daniel Jones for sure. Darren Waller's first touchdown as a Giant, that was really cool. He had a pretty solid game, 98 yards receiving, 8 targets, 7 receptions. Jalen Hyatt had a couple of big plays, including a big catch that could have iced the game before Saquon fumbled the football. So overall, I had a great stream. I had a good day. It's been a fun game. A win's a win. We'll take it. We'll forget about it. Like I said, the Commanders will be favored against the Giants again in the future. I need to see the Commanders beat the Giants before I can believe they are a better team. Until then, I will not go into a Commanders game thinking the Giants are going to lose. And that's just the case today, and that proved to be true. Even last year, the Giants did not lose to the Commanders. They tied and beat them. So, all right, we're going to end the stream there. Shout out to everybody who popped in. Make sure you guys hit like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We need more people to subscribe to the channel. I will be making more videos if I see some more traction. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. We're going to do some more Giants content. We're also going to get heavy into the Knicks this fall because I think it could be a pretty fun season for them as well. All right, so have a good one. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the football.